are you doing now?
Trying to make an appointment with a Nashville-based optometrist for Steve Kazari and Peter McDougal after a shoddy officiating in the game tonight.
Everybody's hands go up, way up, as the Nashville Predators defeat the San Jose Sharks by a score of 3-1 on the back of a 3-goal third period and a 24-save performance by Juuse Saros. The Preds get a much-earned victory against a team that they are fighting to get back in the playoffs against. And let me get this out of the way right now because it is so deserving of recognition. This is the Preds' 14th win of the season, and you know what that means. You guessed it, franchise win 800. Woo! The Preds would get a power play very early in the first in this game, but alas, the power play continues to struggle. A little while later, the Preds would actually get rewarded again on the power play as Craig Smith gets cut and the Sharks get a double minor, but it's the Sharks who get the majority of the chances on that 4-minute power play as they get a couple of great shorthanded chances on Juuse Saros, who's a net for this game, and he keeps it a scoreless game. After a solid start to the season and talk that a certain Nashville sports personality might be forced to get a Dan Lambert tattoo if the Preds' power play ended up in the top 5 in the league, the power play has seemed to regress to last year. I certainly hope it is Dan Lambert who is still running it and not Peter Laviolette who has the final say. Later, Matt Duchene has a great chance for the Preds, but Dylan clears it off the line. Dan Hamhuis, who seemingly hasn't scored since the last U.S. election, rings one off the post. First intermission would arrive. The game remained scoreless. Preds outshoot the Sharks 11-6, but again, that means nothing if you can't bury any past Martin Jones. To start the second period, for almost the entire first 10 minutes of the second period, nothing really impressive in terms of chances for either team. I mean, I love my Preds almost as much as any other Preds fan does, but when there is 7:37 of continuous play without a whistle that in this game was caused by a save by Juuse Saros, forgive me if at times during that stretch I was like, oh, game's on. During a late 4-on-4 in the second period, Ryan Ellis takes a shot but can't get it through. Then Forsberg goes for the rebound and he can't get anything. But right behind him is Ryan Johansson, but Brett Burns keeps it out and the game remains scoreless. Very late in the second period, Juuse would take a penalty for the Preds when he cross-checks Barclay and is pissed off about something as he makes his way to the box. Just off the ensuing face-off, Evander Kane starts wailing on Dan Hamhuis after a seeming face wash by Dan. And like underdog, here comes Austin Watson to save the day! And the two of them start throwing punches. 46 minutes in penalties end up being handed out after that melee, including 10-minute misconducts to both Evander Kane and Austin Watson. Scoreless after 2. The refs would return to the ice for the start of the third period to a chorus of boos from the Bridgestone faithful, and rightfully so. After Juuse would finally return to the ice for the penalty he committed on Barclay, he would almost immediately return back to the box and the Preds and Sharks played some more 4-on-4 hockey. But the Preds remained hungry as Duchene missed a net on one chance, and soon after that, Grimaldi was stopped by Martin Jones on a key opportunity. Finally, just over 4 minutes into the third, Smith at Martin Jones' left side gets it over to Granlund behind the right of Martin Jones, and he finds Nick Bonino in front, who's wide open for his team-leading 12th of the season. 1-0 Preds. Gaudreau for San Jose gets awarded a penalty shot with just under 11 minutes to go in the game when Forsberg trips him when he has a breakaway on Saros. But on the ensuing penalty shot, Saros keeps it a 1-0 Nashville lead. Juuse Saros seems to be in a groove now as a little while later, Timo Meier gets a breakaway of his own, but he makes a save on him as well. Preds fans are asking the hockey gods for an insurance goal so they don't have to rely on Juuse Saros alone to get this W. Will their prayers be answered as with just under 8 minutes left to go in the game, Brett Burns takes an elbowing call on Daniel Carr and the Preds go to the power play once more? Or will it be just another kill of the clock? No, it won't. Kelly Yarncrook gets it to Forsberg. Forsberg then gets it to Ryan Johansson. Ryan Johansson then drives his 6'3" frame into Martin Jones's kitchen and scores to make it 2-0 Preds. But hold on, the Sharks challenge and try to get the goal called back for goalie interference. But almost all of Bridgestone Arena, who are donning the gold and not that teal green, are like, let it be, oh let it be, let it be. And after review, the hockey gods answer the Preds call, good goal, 2-0 Preds. Sharks would pull their goalie with 2:07 left to go in the third and would reduce the Preds lead to 1 as Timo Meier makes it 2-1 Preds. All hands on deck for this finish, but there's not going to be a Vegas-style last-second comeback in this game. Kelly Yarncrook puts this baby to bed by burying his 11th into an empty net. Final score, Preds 3, Sharks 1. So it may have not been a fun initial 40 minutes of the game, but the Preds made sure to get the job done and get the W with the performance they gave in the third. They weren't about to let the Sharks get away with any points tonight. That 6-game losing streak seems like eons ago now. They also had a key power play goal against the best penalty kill in the league coming into this game, and they also did not allow the Sharks to get a power play goal against them, improving their own penalty kill as the Sharks went 0 for 4 on a man advantage. This Preds team is now 5-1-2 in their last 8. That's a good job banking the points as this team is about to play 12 of the next 16 on the road. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, hit like if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you really like it. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Canuck for Liberty. And tell all your Preds friends about Predemption. And we're off to Buffalo.